Hello, and welcome to the Spiritual View. I'm Jennifer Halliburton with the Awakened Gen Tarot, and I'm one of Soulful Revolution's certified readers. And I created this new YouTube channel, The Spiritual View, as a space for us to share our collaboration videos with my fellow certified readers. So we've done a few, and they've been kind of spread out in different places. So we wanted just like a space where we could do this more regularly because it's something that we do really enjoy doing together. And as we've been kind of thinking about how we want this channel to go, we've gotten a lot of new ideas to come in. And so one of the things that we're wanting to do is to give you an opportunity to get to know us each a little bit more individually as well. So we're going to start a daily video series as well. So the main feature of this channel is still our monthly collaboration video, The Spiritual View, which we've decided will be the third Friday of every month. So the next one I think we've got scheduled for the 19th, if I look at that correctly. Let's see. Yep, April 19th is the one that we have planned next. And we're going to be talking about change and transition. So I'm really excited about that one. But then in the meantime, we're going to start rolling out series of daily videos by each of the readers that have agreed to be a part of the show. And so that gives you the opportunity, like I said, to kind of get to know us each on our individual basis as well. And so we've got daily themes that we're going to be working with. Monday is Motivation Monday. Tuesday is Twin Flame Tuesday. Wednesday is What Are They Thinking Wednesday. Thursday is Thriving Thursdays. And Friday is Fun Friday. And so on Fridays, we're wanting to really lighten the mood. And so we will be having some giveaways, and we will be doing some lives and some free readings and that kind of thing on that day. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit more about the ones that are going to be participating in the spiritual view and who you'll see on a more regular basis. Now, we will be bringing in more people as well. We'll be interviewing people on our main show, but we do have a core of 6 women that will be doing this, and they are so talented. And I'm just thankful to get to be a part of, just this type of just such an aligned connection. It's just amazing. And so we've got me. So I'm Jenn from the Awakened Gen Tarot. And so I feel very connected with the angels, archangels, and ascended masters. And so a lot of my messages tend to be angel messages. And I am also very much into channeling. And so that's, where my experience is coming in, is coming from like that angelic perspective. I do a lot of teaching about the 5D and New Earth, and then the Twin Flame mission as well. We have Dawn, who is she's an astrologer that has been reborn. And she is just amazing at what she does. You just feel her energy just like rise as she talks about just this passion of astrology. And she can help you understand, just these very complex, topics. And just I love having these conversations with her because I just learn so much every single time. So we are just blessed to have her as part of this group. We have Elizabeth. So Elizabeth is all about the heart. Her compassion just pours out. And just the ultimate mother energy. So like if that is something that has been lacking in your life, is just that, just that mother nurturing, just, to come in and put their arms around you and compassion. This is just who she is at her core. She just has just this heart, this love, this nurturing, and just this assurance that everything is going to be okay. And she has been through so much in her own personal life that she can attest that you can handle a whole lot. That, life can throw a whole lot at you, just out of nowhere, and that you can still keep going. We've got Angi from Learn Love Tarot. So Angi is a former middle school teacher. And I just love watching just the way that she teaches. I mean, just in her reading, she is teaching you, and she just paints these pictures that are just amazing. The way that she, pieces all of these various subjects together, and she brings them all together to make it make sense as to one big picture. So, I mean, just that is like, I mean, her biggest gift in is that I've seen is just the way that her mind is able to pick out all of these various information that most of us would probably miss on a daily basis, but she's been seeing them all around her, plus what she's seeing in the cards, and she just pulls it all together to get this amazing message. Just like it, she's phenomenal. We have Marsha is she's very business. She is straight to the point, and like that's where I connect the most with her. Is just like that. Like I like that whole business. Like, yes, let's get to, like we've got, our spreadsheets. We've got just it's just this intellectual space that I love working with Marsha with. And so like something else with her is like she brings the receipts. So like she knows what she's talking about. She's not just going to tell you like this is, what you need to do. She's going to here's why. And I mean she has it all like just laid out. And so I mean that's how you can trust, that what she's telling you is, truth and beneficial for you, and not just like I just pulled that out from here. And then we have Ceree. So Ceree is about the Akashic records. And so if not Elizabeth, Dawn was an astrologer reborn, I would say Ceree was straight from the Akashic records. I mean, this is what she was meant to do. She is just amazing at it. So she's done a reading for me, and so the way that she tells it is like she shows up as a representation of your soul that is the most significant to the life that you are living right now. And for mine, she showed up as the goddess Sedna, and I'd never even heard of that before. But that is it's a mermaid goddess, and I just like she picked up all of this water energy from me, and it was just a really, really beautiful reading. And I'm like Pisces sun, Pisces rising. So I do have a lot of water, very connected to that Pisces energy. And the other thing she said was that I had many lifetimes in Atlantis, which was connected to that higher level spirituality and technology. And so she said that that was something that was going to be important for my lifetime, for this lifetime as well, is that I was bringing some of those gifts out into this lifetime, which like I've always sort of been able to pick up technology pretty well. Just like I just need to see it once, and then usually I know what to do with it. So I think that that's pretty cool that like she was able to tap into all of this stuff before she ever knew anything about me. So I mean, like there is just so much talent, between this team, among this team that it's just, I mean, it blows my mind every time we get together. And so, like, the original thought of how this even came together was just when we would get together just for our meetings, when we would just be talking, we would go so deep, and I would be learning so much just sitting back, just letting them talk, and just, asking questions. And I just realized, wow, I mean, like, this is like, there is something of value here that, I mean, needs to be shared. So I'm like, we need to start recording these conversations that we're having because, I mean, they can help people. And so that's where that whole idea came from. And just, it just continues to evolve and grow. And so now, then, like I said, the way that we're going to choose to move forward in April is to start getting some daily videos rolling. We'll each have our own playlist. So if you want to just, see what's going on with each particular reader, you can find them that way. And in the playlist, we'll have information about each reader so that you can learn more about each person as well. All right, so I did prepare a channeled message for today, and then I'm going to pull some cards from the tarot just to find out how to motivate us into action today. So we'll start with the channeled message. And before we get started, I do want to take 3 deep breaths together, and then we'll do the invocation to call in the spirit team. So if you'll close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths, breathe in. That's 1. Breathe in. That's 2. Breathe in. That's 3. I now call in my angels, archangels, ascended masters, my higher self, and guardian angels to please enter this present space and time. I call upon Archangel Michael to place a bubble of protection around us. Only beings of the highest vibration of pure love and light may enter in. So be it. All right, so I asked the question, how can we collectively use the opportunity that we have with the spiritual view for the greatest good of all? All right. This group has been placed together within divine purpose and aligned hearts. They will pave way for new earth by sharing other by showing others what is possible. They will teach through many different modalities that have been perfectly orchestrated to promote the most growth for all. Many of the teachings will be on expanding our knowledge of the energies of the stars. We will begin to understand these events on a multidimensional level. You will understand what is happening in your 3D physical reality, as well as getting that higher level 5D spiritual perspective, too, which will ultimately show you that everything is working for you when you learn to drop the resistance while now understanding the forces so that you can work with them. They will provide many real life resources and advice that will promote community within as well. The main purpose for this specific team of light workers is to remind you of your own gifts and powers. Many times in society, we think that we are completely alone in certain life experiences, so much that it can bring shame to even mention that they exist. But this group will show you through real life example that you have never been alone, as they share their experiences and how their experiences led to the opening of their own gifts. It helps put the pieces together for others as well. This is the step to the 5D. So I thought that that was a really beautiful message of how this channel is going to get used to promote the growth and help step us into that 5D energy. The part that I love the most that it said that would come out from this group is how when we are sharing our experiences with you, it's going to help open up your own gifts and to your own personal power. You're going to hear us say things that are going to connect to you on that soul level of like, hey, I did not know that anybody else did that. I just thought that was a me thing. And I wasn't going to tell anybody about that because I thought people would think I was crazy. Well, see, you're going to start hearing that you're not the only one. And so that's going to open you up to these gifts that you've been kind of, pushing down because you had some level of shame to that. And so we're going to remove the level of shame because you're going to see these women are very highly educated women. They are very talented women. They are very respected women. So, like, you're going to know that, like, their opinion does hold weight. Just when you see, like, especially when you see the lives that these women have come from, like, just 5 years ago, where we all were, who we all were in the world just 5 years ago has changed so drastically for each one of us. And so when you start seeing and hearing those parts of our stories, it's going to give you that confidence and that personal power that you need, to step out into your own truth as well. So I love that that is, what, the purpose of this whole group is, that was the message that came out. All right. So I did want to pull some cards. about how to motivate us into action. How to motivate us into action. So I'm going to use the light seers, sorry, the light seers tarot. All right. Just pull a few cards. See how can we motivate ourselves into action right now to bring our 5D life. All right, so how did we motivate us into action to bring in our 5D life? Okay. All right, so we've got the Hierophant, the Three of Wands, and the High Priestess. What I really liked about these two cards is just how they both show that strong connection to the divine. You're keeping that line just completely open. And something that I've really started to make sure that I'm doing before each of my readings now is to make sure that I am, keeping that channel, completely open. So just going through, making sure that I'm bringing that white light down all the way through all of my chakras, opening all of the chakras as it's going down, anchoring it into the earth, and then bringing it back up, and then anchoring it back up into the divine. So that, I mean, you know that you're connected. And then the middle card here is about just your expectations and just what you know to be true for yourself. And so, like, this is just that you're waiting for that ship to come in. You're waiting for the wave to come in. This girl is particularly waiting for that wave to come in. She knows that it's coming. It's just that solid knowing. This card is also about a solid knowing. This is about belief. So that really is just connected to, what do you know to be true? So, like, when we're talking about how do we motivate ourselves into action, it is, what do you know? What do you know to be true about your life? What is it that you're wanting for your life that you know that you like, that if this doesn't happen, like that, that's like the one thing. It's the one thing that you want to happen the most, like it's that thing. Like that if it's not for you, it won't happen. So, like, that's the thing. Like, you've got to get so clear about this is what I was put here for. And once you know for sure, like that's my path. Once you have that assurance, like this is the direction I'm supposed to be going, just this solid knowledge right here. Like I know that I know that I know. Like that's what's going to get you to move. But nothing until you get to that place. Nothing can get you out of that stuck energy. I am going to ask, so this is how to motivate you into action. What is the action that you need to take? We have the Four of Cups, Death and Rebirth, and the World. All right, so we've got the Four of Cups is about missed opportunities. So this card is about being so focused on these cups are empty. I wish that these cups were still full. I wish there was still something left in these cups. Like I've used everything out of these cups and there's nothing left in it. But I'm staying so stuck and focused on there's nothing in these cups that I'm missing. That there's a whole cup over here that's being handed to me by God that has just all of this, just rainbows pouring out of it. Happiness. But I'm just so stuck right now that I can't see past, this what's not there. So that's got to change. This is the change that needs to happen. The death and rebirth card is, something does have to end in order for a new thing to begin. And so, I mean, that's just the whole cycle of life. And we've got the world. Again, this is about closing out a certain cycle. Something has to end. So the action, you have to change. You have to change the way that the choices that you've been making about just even this, about staying stuck in this energy. You have to change the way that you're seeing this. That's the transformation that it's talking about. You have to change this mindset of just like, that it has to be one of these cups. Like, that's another part of this is just like you're just like trying to force it to be one of these cups. The gift isn't one of those cups. The gift may not, you may not have even seen the gift yet because you've just been focused on it has to be one of these cups. You've got to release the control of what the outcome looks like. I want love. I want happiness. I want abundance. I want joy. That's what all of this over here looks like. But I want it to be in one of these cups. So look how much you're missing out by forcing it to look a certain way, to show up a certain way. And so that's the change. You've got to make, a different choice. And so I am going to go in, I'm going to do an extended where I'm going to go in with each of the zodiac signs and I'm going to ask, what is your best move forward just for each one of the zodiacs? And I'll also look at what does your situation look like in 1 month? And so if you want more information about that, you can find that down in the description box below. I'm going to close this out with one of the Art of Manifestation Oracle cards. All right, so what guidance do we have to help bring our highest timeline in? Take action now. This is a clear and unequivocal message that action on your part is needed now. Manifestation is not simply a process of visioning in and dreaming about your desires. When an opportunity is offered to you, you must also take action. Pay attention to the signs and move forward fearlessly. So take action now. So don't take too much time trying to figure out if a path is for you or not. Like, just that. So when you get that first little hit of like, you find out about this opportunity, that first feeling that you have that's going to hit just kind of right here in your solar plexus is where I would say that. Like, trust that feeling. If that feeling has this feeling of excitement, you should go towards that because it's like the very next thing is the one that's going to start is your mind kicking in. It's going to start telling you all the, have you thought about this? Could this possibly work? And it's going to start trying to talk you out of it. But the very first little hit that you get, that first feeling, once you've heard it, that's your intuition telling you what to do with that. And so if it feels really good when you first hear it, go with that. Go with that instead of resisting it. But also, like, if that feeling feels bad, you got to listen to that too. But that's what it's talking about. Don't take so much time, about this whole taking action. Feel into that. Feel it and trust that a lot more than you're trusting all of this right here that's, constantly trying to talk you out of some of the best experiences of your life. All right. So again, if you do want to follow along with the extended, that's going to be linked down below. And I just thank you for watching and for supporting us, and we'll see you next time.